4 rounds of boxing in the super welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 155 pounds. He's a 3-fight veteran from Washington, Georgia. Henra, the Pastor Chenault. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing the black with red trim. He weighed in at 152 pounds. With 2 victories, 1 defeat, 1 win coming by way of knockout. De la Ciudad de México, Mexico City, Mexico, Jesus La Sombra Tavera. Referee Jim Corb with final instruction.
Welcome back ringside. Vince Ferrara, Preston Halliburton, our third bout of the night here at the Big Rockout. It's a 4-round welterweight bout between Jesus Tavera at 2-1, weighing in at 152 pounds in the black trunks with the red trim with a white, red, and green lettering from Mexico City, Mexico, taking on Henra Chenault, who's 0-2-1, weighing in at 155 pounds. He's in the black trunks with the white trim, and should be a fun bout between these two very active boxers, and a little bit different in body style between these two, doesn't it look like, Preston? Here are two very different looking bodies for about the same weight at 155 and 152.
Well, they're both compact fighters, though. Neither one of them is extraordinarily tall for the weight class, but I have noticed that we've got Chenault. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah, Chenault.
The pastor, as they call him. He's gone from orthodox to left-handed twice within the first 30 to 40 seconds in the first round.
And in that belt, that belt line, the trunk's pretty high on Chenault.
I think they could. He needs to even have them higher. I'm a big fan of getting them as high as a referee. He just switched to southpaw again. Has the pastor.
Tavera, very aggressive. Tavera again with the red trim and the black trunks, and Chenault in the white trim of the black trunks, both with red gloves, and nice jab stuck straight on Tavera.
Nice straight left hand. It makes me wonder if Chenault is actually a true southpaw. He could be. I see him switch to an orthodox stance, but I think his powerful punch is that straight left hand.
Chenault with a win over Dino Domanchik, who's a very good fighter. A unanimous decision loss his last time out. Prior to that, a draw, and then lost in his debut in his 3 bouts. We're in the first round of this 4-round welterweight bout. Vince Ferrara and Preston Halliburton here ringside here at the Big Rockout, and Jesus Tavera winning his last time out. Had a no decision prior to that, but then a win against Youssef Shabazz in his second professional fight.
Well, I can tell you this. I don't know a lot about Tavara's amateur background. You can't necessarily go a lot on someone's professional record, but he is trained by some pretty good coaches, Sugar Burt out there in Doraville, Georgia. I can guarantee you he's getting top sparring with some of the best amateurs in the country. So a lot of these guys can be prepared in the gym wars.
Change of blows at Chenault. Combination, but then eats a round left from Tavera. Nice shot to the body from Tavera. Our referee is Jim Korb here in our third bout of the night.
Vince, I think you're going to see Tavera land some big right hands. That's the only way he's going to be able to get into the southpaw stance of Chenault. Chenault goes back to orthodox. And I think it's more of a decoy. I don't think he's comfortable in the right-handed stance.
Tavera very aggressive, and Chenault able to duck and move. Final seconds of this first of 4 rounds here at the Big Rockout. And Chenault, the aggressor here late, tried to score. Nice combo. And Tavera cannot get one last shot in. So what do you think of that first round? Who would you give it to there, Preston? Another close one, right?
It was a close round. I think the last combination could have stolen a round for Chenault. I think I like the straight left hand. I know that Tavera threw some heavy looping punches. I don't know if they're scoring, but I do know that Chenault threw some nice straight punches in the midst of those exchanges, and I think he got his money worth and got in and got out before he was actually called.
We've got an awful lot on the way here at the Big Rockout. A little bit later on tonight, 2 WBF titles on the line. Our main event has Paul the Truth Delgado taking on Ruben Galvan. And our main event for the WBF North American welterweight title. Prior to that, our co-main event for the WBF North American light welterweight title. It's Tyrese Hendricks taking on Chris Gray. We'll have a lightweight bout between John Craig and undefeated Jared Robinson on the way. Heavyweight Ramel Renee, who's a terrific resume and is undefeated, taking on Harvey Jolly. Our next bout will be a cruiserweight bout between Daquan Morgan and Tracy Johnson. But right now, it's Jesus Tavera in the black trunks with the red trim, taking on Henra Chenault in the black trunks and the white trim.
This is anybody's fight right now, Vince.
Oh, what a jab.
That was definitely a power jab.
Yeah. That snapped the head back of Tavera. He attacks again, a little out of position there, and Chenault was able to take advantage.
And Vince, when we see an orthodox fighter in a southpaw, oftentimes we will see a lot of stepping on the feet, a lot of balance knockdowns, those types of things. I like the lead uppercut that Jesus is trying to utilize.
Jesus, nickname Shadow, and taking on the pastor of Henra Chenault. Jesus from Mexico City, Mexico, the pastor right here in the state of Georgia. Has some fans you can hear here, and Tavera swings and misses, and Chenault's been able to duck some of Tavera's punches so far tonight.
Absolutely. The looping right hand is going to be the punch that lands on the southpaw. Tavera is well trained. He's trying to paw with a jab, step over to his left, get the angle on the southpaw, and land an overhand right. Does
Jesus look bothered at all by the constant switching of orthodox to southpaw at all?
He doesn't. And there are a number of reasons why. One is he's got a good trainer, but I think Jesus is a hooker. And guys that throw hooks, they tend to square up oftentimes. So whether they're fighting right-hander or left-hander doesn't really matter, because the hooks are coming from every angle, and he's not siding out.
Oh, what a shot combination. And Chenault feeling good. And three punch combination again. It sticks two rights. And now Tavera wants to respond, and the fans getting into it, sticking the jab as Chenault is feeling good. Two more straight up the chute from Chenault. And now Tavera backs Chenault, sticks an uppercut, shots to the body, and backing off is Henra Chenault. And here comes Jesus, but Chenault responds on his way out. What action here in this second round. Oh, shot to the body, and Chenault has his hands down. When he's feeling good, he keeps his hands down, and see if Jesus can take advantage of that.
Absolutely. After, you see young fighters oftentimes throw great combinations, and they step back and they admire their own work, and that's when they get caught.
Yeah, and Preston, we had a little stoppage earlier where our referee, Jim Corbs, said, nope, he hit you on the belt. Nice exchange there.
I like the body shots Tavera's throwing. The problem is, in a short fight, 4-rounders, they just don't normally have time to take their toll.
That's a good point. Yeah, normally you get more time to put in that, invest that time early on. But
if you're going to invest in the body, you want to get your money's worth later in the fight.
But in Preston, the Georgia Boxing Championships kind of lead up to the big event at the end of the year. And the schedule is set for 2012 for the Georgia Boxing Championships and the Big Rockout. We'll try to get to that a little bit later on. But we're talking about the body work. Can shots to the body, at least even if it can't take its toll over a long period of time, since it's only a four round bout, can they at least put a guy in a bad spot at one point, maybe to overcompensate expecting that punch, and then maybe just in that one situation, because they're reacting to the body, can go upstairs and take advantage?
Well, conventional wisdom is a body to the head. They say body to the head. Where the body goes, the head will go. There's no trainer in the world is going to fault this fighter for going to the body.
Right.
They preach it. Experienced fighters do it, and there's a reason why.
And it happens. You can put a guy down or bend a guy over, and then work from there.
There's a guy named Mickey Ward made a living on it. So.
That's a great point. Jesus sticks one as we right on cues. We're talking about the body, then goes back to it, and Henra Chenault says no. He's hitting me below the belt.
Nice hooks. See the hooks?
And they're right on that belt line. They don't look low, right?
They're not low. They're on the belt line. Nice kidney line. Nice. That's going to open up other shots, as you made an excellent point earlier. Is it some nice left hand?
Oh, and Tavera stunned by a looping right as Tavera was coming in. And Jesus, oh, nice shot.
I think you're going to see Jesus start coming on. If you ever watch a lot of your Mexican or Latin fighters, they're great in later rounds. They can take a shot. They're well trained, and they like to do their work in later rounds.
And boy, Henra keeps pointing to his side, saying that those shots are low. Another one sticking there, and Jim Korb wanting none of it. He has not called any of those shots low so far.
I can promise you, the pastor's he's preaching that they're low, but I can promise he wants none of it either. He doesn't want any of these more body shots.
Well, Jim Korb saying, hey, maybe his shadow's putting him there, but he is not. They are legal blows because that belt line, as we pointed out at the beginning of the fight, is that belt's pretty high, and Jim Korb told them where the punches would be ruled before they began. And Jesus charging.
He's coming on. He's feeling good. His feet are up under him. He's trying to take control of the latter half of this fight. Back to the orthodox stance. You see Chenault switching. I think he does it when he needs a break. I think it causes a lull in the action because Jesus has to back up for a second. He's using it as a defensive mechanism, a decoy.
Interesting. A swing and a miss from Jesus, and has had his arms around the neck, but they broke on their own. Good exchange there. Over the top. Might have caught him in the back of the head, but that's only because Chenault bent over trying to duck the punch.
Nice
good action. Wow, it's a straight right caught Jesus, and he charges in, then eats a jab straight up the chute.
I can tell you, Vince, Chenault could win this fight right where he is in the middle of the ring. 3 and 4 punch combinations, step out, over to his right, and go back and do work again. Use your legs, use your feet to get you in and out, punching combinations.
And a little wild there from Jesus coming in before, stuck.
Combination, working off the jab in the center of the ring.
Right. And Jesus out of position. Henra could not take advantage, and we've reached the end of round number 2. Round number 3. Who would you give that round to, Press?
I'm going to go Jesus. He landed some power punches. He was the aggressor. He dictated the pace. And I think he did more damage. Those body shots are scoring blows. Like you say, Jim Korb, an experienced referee, former professional fighter in the same weight class himself, he's a cagey veteran. He understands what the intent and the motive of the high belt line is. And those punches are taking their toll, and it's also he's scoring some punches.
I think we anticipated a good action bout, and we've seen that so far in a battle of 152 and 155 in this welterweight bout.
This fight could easily be a slow match with a good boxer in a southpaw stance versus a right-hander. However, when you have a right-hander that's the aggressor, that throws multiple hooks over and over and can take a good shot, it can make for an exciting fight where both fighters are caught on the chin a lot of times.
And the Mexican fighter in Jesus Tavera, sometimes when he gets hit, what does he want to do? He wants to hit back.
You get in the mud with a pig, and pig likes it. He loves it.
So we're underway here in our 4th and final round of this cruiserweight bout between Jesus Tavera in the black trunks with the red trim and Henra Chenault, who's in the black trunks with a white trim. And Jesus sticks a right hand straight up the middle on Henra.
I can tell you, Vince, the busier fighter in this round will win in the eyes of the judges and in the public. The busier fighter. Keep throwing punches. Throw punches.
We have seen some crisp connecting punches from both of these fighters. And on your unofficial ringside scorecard, Preston, you have the pastor Henra Chenault up 2-1 on Jesus Tavera.
I do. I have him up 2-1. Jesus Tavera is a local fighter, so sometimes that can play into the judges' mindset, but we'll see what happens. Again, this is where you want to see the pastor, center of the ring.
Boy, and you can hear the crowd. There's fans for both here in the Georgia World Congress Center.
Body shots.
And there's
it knocked the mouthpiece out.
Yep.
It's called knocking the wind out, literally.
And that's one that was legit. That was a punch that clearly did that. So the referee will send Jesus Tavera to neutral corner, and they'll get some water and get the mouthpiece back in. Henra Chenault, and quickly Jesus Tavera charging. Is he feeling like he's got some work to do? Right and a left to the body, and then going upstairs. Has Henra in the corner, and Henra punches his way out.
Punches his way out, moves to his right. He's back in the center of the ring where it's safe. The bull and the matador is the consummate match.
Excuse me, Preston, we got a cut over the left eye of Jesus Tavera. Not sure if that was a clash of heads or if that was a punch.
I'm not surprised the way Jesus leads with his head and is so explosive and so aggressive. Nice body to the head.
Wow.
By Chenault.
And Jesus trying to respond. It looks like it's wide of the eye, though, that cut. And Chenault connects, and then Jesus
It's anybody's
responds.
round. These guys are responding like they're fighting for the WBF title tonight.
Yeah, wild on the charge. Oh, there's another clash of the heads. It might have been the same spot. And Jesus felt that one, and Chenault stuck one to the body in response.
You see, Chenault goes he goes back to southpaw. Previously, he was orthodox to get himself a breather.
Henry, a shot to the body on Chenault, and then missed on the uppercut. And you can see a little bit of swelling, it looks like, over that cut for Jesus Tevara. And these fighters a little wild here in this 4th round. You think a flurry here could win the round for either one of these two?
Either fighter, flurry could win the fight.
Final seconds of the 4th and final round.
Pastor with another straight left hand.
One last shot through 4. A 4-round bout. And Preston, who would you give that 4th round to?
That's a tough round to judge. I'd like to see how the cut above the eye occurred. Was it a punch or was it a headbutt? Oftentimes you see blood, that can influence the judge's mind.
Ring announcer Jose Santiago.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, we have a split decision. Judge Erwin Deutsch scored the contest 40-36, Tavera. Judge Edward Cantor scored the contest 39-37, Chenault. And Judge Bobby Izor scored the contest 40-36 for your winner. From Mexico City, Mexico!